What's going on, YouTube family? Welcome back for another video. And in today's video, I want to talk about damage claims because I get this question a lot. Like, what do you do when your cars get wrecked? Or what happens if the customer damages your car during a trip on Turo? So I figured I'd take opportunity of some damage claims I had from last weekend to show you guys what I do, how I handle this, and what some numbers around this look like. And it's crazy because I had the video all shot, all filmed. I set the cars up, both of them had damages. I set them up by each other and pretty much did a nice in-depth video about the damages on the vehicle and what I was looking to do with it. Amateur mistake, I went home and my mic wasn't turned on. So I can't even tell what I was saying. It's such an important topic that I knew I had to reshoot the video. So let's jump right into the video. What I'm gonna show you guys how to do is how to process a damage claim or how to file one when the guest brings the vehicle back. Now, usually when the guest calls me and lets me know they've been involved in an accident or the vehicle has some sort of damage, I always instruct them to go ahead and file a damage claim through the app. That's just a precaution, just thinking ahead, just in case for whatever reason they don't make it back in time or whatever. It just looks better on Turo's end if both parties have a claim in. But if the guest doesn't do a claim, that's still fine. That's just something I do personally. But nevertheless, when the vehicle makes it back, I always like to file my own damage claim as well. So I'll be showing you guys how that goes over here, and then make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video because I do already have a payout for my 2017 Toyota Camry, what I just showed you guys. So I'm gonna be breaking down my costs associated with that damage. So for this one, I'm gonna be filing a damage claim on my 2013 Ford Taurus. So just to give you guys an idea what the claim process looks like, it's fairly easy as long as you're doing everything right as far as checking goes. You don't have to worry about the payment. So let's jump right into that. So let me show you guys what that looks like. All right, so this is how you want to go ahead and file a damage claim, and obviously this has to be done within 24 hours of the initial damage or 24 hours of the vehicle being returned back to you. But you just hit this get help button, and at the very bottom, report damage. So once I do that, it'll just give you a quick little disclaimer letting you know that if you're submitting fraudulent claims, that there will be a $25 processing fee, and also you could get fined up to $2,000 for filing frivolous claims, which is not what we're trying to do. Acknowledge that disclaimer. And also it saves your credit card method in there just in case they do have to charge you for such. So this is going to be a physical damage. The pre-trip photos, it loads it up from the trip menu, so usually you don't have to attach your pre-trip photos again. Also, select the picture that shows where the damage occurred. You can see I already added these pictures in there. So this is the damage. Everything's looking good on there. It picked up all the pictures just fine. So we're gonna go ahead and go to next. Tips for taking additional pictures. You can use a ruler just to point out the size of the damage. That's more for scratches and such, because I think the damage has to be at least like 3 inches before they'll cover it. But that's not what we're facing over here. Supporting documents, I haven't had a quote yet, so I wouldn't need that. And this is going to be other multiple types of physical damage. So is the car drivable? Yes, it is. Did the airbags deploy? No, they did not. Did the vehicle lose fluid from the radiator? No, it did not. Was the damage caused by weather or natural disaster? I always click I don't know because I really don't know, despite what the guest tells you. So just protect myself, I'm gonna say I don't know. Was the damage caused by act of theft or vandalism? Again, anything I have an option to hit, I don't know. That's what I'm gonna hit because obviously I wasn't there with the guest. Have you contacted the guest about the damage? Yes, we did speak. So I always do hit yes. Because let's say somebody brings a vehicle back but they didn't tell you that the vehicle had damage, and then you discovered it after the guest left. I usually send them a message anyways with pictures attached to the trip photos, letting them know, hey, I did see some damage on the vehicle, so I am going to file a claim. Was there a third party involved? I don't know. Were people injured? Now this question is required, and I usually hit no unless the guest discloses otherwise. So on this specifically, it is driver's side body, right? And then it is going to be, so light description, please describe the damage. Damage done to the driver's side rear door and rims. Okay. Is the vehicle repairable? Do you know what shop you will have to complete the repairs? So we can skip that for now. Put in whatever shop you like, or go ahead and do the same, skip it. When did the damage occur? I always hit I don't know. Again, despite what the guest told me, I really don't know when it happened. Where's the vehicle currently located? We're just gonna put that. This is pretty much the entire claim process. I'm just gonna put here like this. So when they get you to the estimated amount, actually I'll just put don't know. We're gonna see what they come up with. Now when you get this option to resolve directly, I always file a claim with Turo, because a lot of times the guests will tell you what they're gonna do. They're gonna pay you back, they're gonna take care of it. Some people want to get on the payment plan. I'd rather take my chances with Turo, even though they are taking a $250 deductible out of that. So file a claim, $250 deductible. I've only had one guest actually pay me for the damages to my vehicle. Most people will say they're going to pay you, but you just won't hear back from them. They'll stop responding. So I always just go through Turo as a primary method. Now, I will say this: if the guest is involved in an accident and they have the other party's insurance, I do like to file a claim with the other party as well as file a claim with Turo. Turo gives you 20 days after the damages to come back and file a claim with them if it doesn't work out with the other insurers. So I usually like to do this damage claim and I'll file one with the third party insurance. And a lot of times I'll just compare rates. I've had times where the third party is willing to pay more and then I don't have to worry about a $250 deductible. And I've had times where Turo is paying more even with the deductible. So it just depends. Whoever is offering the higher amount, I'll take that. So I always do like to get third party insurance information, but majority of my claims is just filed directly through Turo. So I would suggest for you guys do the same. Usually I don't like to wait on it. I'll usually go ahead and repair my car because they're not paying you for the time that the car is down. So usually I like to get my cars back in order as fast as possible. And actually I've already looked up a door for this vehicle, and Part Geeks is great, Car Parts is great, or just your local pull apart. So I've already found a Ford Taurus black one with a door that's in good condition. I think they're charging like $150, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up and throw it on just so I can get this car back on the road, because again, Turo is not compensating you for the time that your car is down. So I like to get them back up as fast as I can. So as promised, let me show you guys my payout receipt, starting off with the 2013 Ford Taurus. Now you can see over here, my damage costs, according to Turo, $1,042. My deductible on the 70/30 plan is $250. So that leaves me with $792.92. Now I broke down my expenses for this vehicle, for the door, also considering that the new door didn't have tint on it, and I like tint on all my vehicles, so eventually I will be getting tint put on this one window. Also, I do have my own shop and I do my own repair work, but I also understand that a lot of people watching these videos don't have their own shop, so I like to include a labor cost on these numbers just to give you an idea what some of your numbers might look like in a similar situation. So total out-of-pocket costs for this door is $305, and you can see I'm left with $487.92. All right, now let's take a look at the second claim, which is my 2017 Toyota Camry. Now this car got hit in the front, so it was mostly a bumper and a grill, so it came back kind of hanging off, but this is the second bumper I put on this car. So a lot of these lighter damage claims are bumpers and fenders and doors and things of that nature. So Snapsheet gave me $975.57. Take out my deductible again on the 70/30 plan. Deductible is $250. That leaves me with $725.57. Now I went ahead and broke down my cost over here. The grill, bumper cover, signal switch paint, and labor. Now the only thing, the signal switch, something happened with the delivery or the logistics got messed up, so I had to order a second one and wait for that one to come in the mail. So my total expenses on this vehicle, $509. I did have 216 excess left over. However, this vehicle was down for 10 days. Now I rent this vehicle around this time for $57, which usually leaves me around a $40 profit. So let's just say this vehicle was rented out all 10 days. That would have been $400 profit. In this case, I only made $216. But also you have to consider that if the vehicle was out those 10 days with the miles put on it, depreciation, so it kind of balances out. And I'm just saying that to give you guys an example. Sometimes it works out when you could put the cars back on the road faster, and sometimes you are in those situations where you're stuck waiting for parts. So these are what my numbers look like around these 2 damage claims. Now it's something I do on a regular basis. I mean, the cars don't always get crashed, but I've done a lot of damage claims in my 3 years on Turo. So it's not something to be scared of. As long as you do your check-in right, you got your pictures right, and you follow the right procedure, you'll get paid every time. The only thing in question is which deductible plan are you gonna pick, because as you see, I like to rock with the 70-30 plan. 250 is not that bad. It's been working out pretty good for me so far. If you did get some value out of this video and you like content like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And you can also follow me on social medias. I got my link in my channel art. Stay safe, and I will catch you guys very soon.